Test. Wow. Test. Test. Good evening. I'm sorry about the delay here. The firewall at Kiski that I keep trying to get to be in my favor, no matter how many times I call this school, still not allowing me to do my job. So I apologize for that. I will make sure to have this addressed and make sure to talk further with the school to get this alleviated. Your score at halftime, 31-14. You can see it on that crappy scoreboard on your screen too. That is also a byproduct of the firewall. My normal scoreboard app not allowed to be used here because, well, I don't know why. So my apologies for that as well, but do want to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors, Nazer Foods, Steve and Kelly Colamarino, Artman Armory, BLC Truck Equipment, Smithco Self-Storage, Viper Custom Creations, Swank Construction, and Duda Cable Construction. Thank you to those sponsors for tonight's broadcast and allowing us to do what we do here from Kiski area. The first half, obviously, a lot of Kiski. Also, just limiting the Riverhawks to just 14 points. So both teams coming off losses. Kiski area suffering a defeat on Saturday at the hands of Knock. So right back to work are these Cavaliers. As for Armstrong, they were down to just 8 players in their last contest at Armstrong when they faced off against Penn Hills. They gave them a battle for the first quarter, but then as time went on, the undermanned Riverhawks just could not keep up with Penn Hills, who eventually went on to win. So Armstrong still winless in the section, Kiski area with 1 win. And as we inch closer and closer to the Christmas holiday, and then once it commences, I always say that's the true beginning of the season in the WPIAL, and really just high school basketball as a whole. Again, sorry for the late arrival and the ugly scoreboard. Not ideal for me either, but looks like we're rolling now. Had to work my IT magic, something I don't expect to have to do when I'm at these games, but hey, what are you going to do? Yeah, I'm trying to pull up some information here on both of these teams, and I was trying to use a Google browser, but that apparently is too much for this system here as well. Not sure what the heck is going on. It gets really old having to try your hardest and still fall short here because the technology is not allowing you to do it. Not even just the technology, but the facility, one that you've done hundreds of games at. So that's disappointing, but we'll get it addressed, like I said. In the meantime, hope you guys are having a good start to your holiday. Just a couple days until Christmas. Many of these teams are going to be playing in holiday tournaments. Kiski area is going to be at Shady Side. Riverhawks, I believe, if I could pull up the schedule, if the internet just worked. But, we're just going to do the best we can with what we got here, and appreciate everybody's patience. Riverhawks coming back out in their away orange uniforms. Kiski area probably will be out shortly. 2 minutes and 30 seconds until start of the third quarter here from Kiski Area High School. Okay, I'm going to take one more opportunity while we're here at the half to thank our sponsors, Nazar Foods, Steve and Kelly Colamarino, Artman Armory, BLC Truck Equipment, Smithco Self-Storage, Viper Custom Creation, Swine Construction, and Duda Cable. Thank you to our sponsors for bringing you tonight's broadcast, and also want to thank our scoreboard sponsor tonight. That, of course, Ramsey's Place. Thank you to Ramsey's Place, a dedicated sponsor and supporter of Kiski area athletics. So thank you to Ramsey's Place. You guys are great. Worked with you many times in the past, and always appreciate doing business with organizations that are passionate about the community and local athletics and the athletes that play. So thank you again to Ramsey's Place. Balanced scoring really for both teams here. Kiski area, I think, is led right now by, Armstrong led right now by Jaden Oliver with just 5 points. Then you have Garrett Brumball with 4 and Memphis Cipher with 3. Balanced scoring on the other side of things as well. Second here. Oh, man. There we go. Yeah, so over in the Kiski area side of things, you're led by number 13, Evan Shirley with 6 points. You got Amari Gonzalez with 5. Landon Artman with, I believe Artman has 4. And then 2 points for both Corrado Hutcherson Harris and also Devin Lindenfelser. So balanced scoring, nice to see. You always, I think, want to see that in the high school level. It bodes well for you. Don't depend on just one guy solely to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, of course. I think the third quarter underway here. Again, thank you for being with us. We're glad you could join us on these days leading up to the holiday. It's always a busy time, but sports never stops, and certainly things don't stop here either, nor do the unbelievable things that just could throw a wrench in your plans. So the Cavaliers, I believe, will begin with the basketball. Lindenfelder will inbound to Gonzalez. (31-14) your score, third quarter. Armstrong with some work to do. Man-to-man defense for the Riverhawks here. Coach Brian Kowalski's Hawks trying to find that elusive first section victory. for the roll, can do it. Got it. Can't pick up your dribble there. But luckily, the Cavaliers able to get rid of the basketball. Here's Lindenfelser. For the switch, they're going to switch back. Nice job by Hutcherson Harris. The foul, and it counts, so he'll go to the line and shoot a free throw and extend this Kiski area lead. Corrado Hutcherson Harris. The foul's going to go against number 11 for the Riverhawks, it looks like. That's Memphis Cipher. Good job of the screen and roll there by Kiski area. Got a mismatch and lobbed it into Corrado. And a push there by Cavaliers. Will give the ball to the team in orange, 33-14. Just underway here in the third quarter. That foul, I believe, is going to go against Landon Artman, his second. Riverhawks looking to run through this offense, get it back to their point guard, Quinn Olson, one of the bright spots in this tough start to the season. He's led this team, and him and Jaden Oliver. Connection on the football field and also here on the basketball court as well. Oliver tries to drive that one off the foot of the Cavalier, though it'll stay here. 6:49 remaining, third quarter. I always joke when you watch these Armstrong games, you see a lot of Olson to Oliver, and it was the other way around in football season. These two have quite the chemistry. Of course, Olson leading the WPIAL and the state in receiving. That shot short. It's kind of happening right now. The Riverhawks settling for a lot of shots, not getting those high quality, high percentage looks, much like the Cavaliers are. You saw that lob in earlier to Hutcherson Harris. Those are the opportunities the Riverhawks would love to have, but it's not the case right now. Skip pass there, almost taken away by Olson. Dumped inside. That one, dangerous pass by Gonzalez, trying to find Hutcherson Harris, and the ball will stay here off the hands of, I believe it was Kaysen Young. 6:17 left here in the third quarter. Nothing doing on that trip for the Riverhawks. Cavaliers with the basketball, in control of this one. Here's Gonzalez. The lefty kicks out to Lindenfelser. Lindenfelser puts it up, and good penetrate and pitch there from the point guard, Amari Gonzalez. Now this lead up to 22. Things going all Kiski's way right now as Olson brings the basketball up for Armstrong, looking to end this Kiski area run that's pretty much been the entirety of this third quarter. Whistle sounds. There's going to be a foul against Kiski area. 3 substitutions will enter for Corey Smith's club. It's going to go against Lindenfelser, I believe, what I heard from the esteemed public address announcer, Mark Flem. (36-14) your score. Olson with it inside now, trying to spin dribble, kicks it out. Another kick out by the Riverhawks. Brumbaugh needs this one, can't get it to go, but good rebound there inside for the Riverhawks. Krafik gets it to go. Nice move there by the youngster. Much needed bucket there. Cool Krafik. Up to, that's his first bucket of the game, excuse me. So he's at 2 points now. That's Krafik. Another screen and roll opportunity there for the Riverhawks. They decide, or excuse me, the Cavaliers, they decide to keep the ball moving for the offense. Here's a dump inside. Another opportunity in the paint for the Riverhawks, or for, excuse me, the Cavaliers. And that's been a big story here, especially this third quarter, getting those high percentage looks are the Cavaliers, something the Riverhawks really are not. 38-16 the score. Little screen roll now for the Riverhawks. Their chance at it. Maybe a charge. It's going to be a block instead. Very close call. Looked like the feet might have just been still slightly moving, and that's why the block called, and that will send Memphis Cypher to the line. Cypher with just 3 points thus far, 2 fouls to his name. Another one of those key pieces coming into the season, Cypher. One of the 3 seniors on the club, along with Brumbaugh and Zane Jordan. Otherwise, a team made up of all sophomores and juniors, not even a freshman on the roster. First bucket good, second one no good by Memphis Cypher. Now a ball pushed forward, somehow saved, good ball. Now here's Amari Gonzalez in the corner for 3. That would be a backbreaker, but another opportunity for the Cavaliers. Get the offensive rebound, good rotation in the basketball. Cavaliers moving the ball well. But Corey Smith now slowing things down, barks out what he wants his team to do. No reason to be in a hurry for the Cavaliers. You lead by 21. 3:40 left, third quarter. He's up inside of Corrado. Hutcherson against Olsen. That's a tough matchup for Quinn Olsen. As Hutcherson Harris gets it to go again. He's up to 4 points, is the Kiski area forward. Chance now for Brumbaugh. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled, and that'll send him to the charity stripe. 40-17, Garrett Brumbaugh now. One of those 3 seniors just mentioned a moment ago. We'll have a pair of free throws. Lead right now, though, up to 23 for Kiski area. And things go from bad to a little bit worse. There's Brumbaugh, misses the first of the 2 from the free throw line. Krafik, Olsen, Brumbaugh, Oliver, and Kaysen Young, the 5 out in the court right now for the Riverhawks. That second one up and good. So the Riverhawks don't go empty-handed. Morgan Gonzalez with a save there. Here's Hutcherson Harris thinking about going up with it. Instead, he decides to kick it out and play it safe. And a travel is going to go against the... Sorry, that's Darius Bell. I apologize. Playing down low for the Cavaliers. Darius Bell, number 12. He's out there along with Evan Shirley, Amari Gonzalez, Tegan Shirley. Nearly a turnover. There is a turnover. Olsen throws that one right into the hands of the awaiting defender. Bounce inside, loose ball. Cavaliers somehow come away with it. And a travel is going to be called on the Cavaliers' senior point guard, Amari Gonzalez. And that will be a timeout for the Riverhawks here, trying to steady the ship here. They face a significant lead. It's disadvantage, excuse me. 40-18, 22 points is a tough hill to climb, but still plenty of game left here. Third quarter, still has 3 minutes remaining of all the fourth, but if you're going to go, you got to go now if you're the Riverhawks. As for the Cavaliers, and that balanced scoring, nice thing to see on the scoreboard. Right now, the guys in the game, you have 5, 2, 4, 6, and 4 respectively for the guys' point totals. You get that kind of balanced scoring. As it seems like the case has been here at Kiski area. You haven't had just like one alpha dog really over the last few years. You've had, pretty balanced teams. And that seems to be the case here once again. 15 seconds remaining here in this timeout. 2:45 left here in the third quarter. I was off by a little bit. Riverhawks need to make a charge now if they plan on making this one interesting. Down by 22 points here in the third quarter. First time these two teams will meet this year. That one, tough shot there as two defenders collapsed on Jaden Oliver and made that shot difficult. And those are kind of the looks that right now the Riverhawks are having to settle for. Certainly not the best looks, highest percentage chances, but got to shoot eventually, and Oliver there just trying to make something happen. See one of these team leaders, a very good athlete. Trying to cutter, but Darius Bell didn't know that pass was coming his way. A nice job there by the Cavaliers, number 24, Davion McNeil. Hit him with a no look, and he wasn't ready for it. It's a ball back to Armstrong, full court press now for the Cavaliers. The Riverhawks do a good job of getting that one across, but an errant pass, another turnover. There's Mari Gonzalez, a little no-look bounce pass, but a little too deep under the hoop there. Evan Shirley, who's the recipient of that nice Mari Gonzalez pass. Now Gonzalez is going to put up the three. It's good. Mari Gonzalez. Not going to take it easy on these Riverhawks. The Cavaliers are smelling blood, and they're trying to add on here. Lead 43-18. 1:10 left here in the third quarter. There's a shot, good looking stroke there for Kaysen Young. One of those many Riverhawks that were missing in the last game against Penn Hills. 8 guys. Offensive board again, and a travel is going to go against Cavaliers. Yeah, the Riverhawks had 8 guys in their game against Penn Hills. You could, as you'd guess, there was a lot of hands on the knees, and certainly guys that were a bit fatigued, and not the kind of team that you want to face fatigued as Penn Hills. Very athletic, very well-conditioned team, prepared to run the court or just kind of break you down in the half court too. And a 5-second call there. You got to move the basketball. I think that's what Coach Kowalski's trying to tell his team right now. You can't be dribbling around. The ball's got to move. And yet another turnover, and those have, as much as the poor shot selection has been a bugaboo for the Riverhawks here in this third quarter, really this game, the turnover is starting to mount now. 3-point opportunity, maybe a travel there, but not called. Inside, another travel possibly, but let it play on, and that's Darius Bell. Mention him, he's bringing a real spark to this team right now. Is Bell adding on to this Kiski area lead. It's now 45-18, or 45-21, excuse me, after that. Sorry about that three from Young. Another missed shot. 6 seconds left. Cavaliers got to do something here. They get it to Lindenfelser. Lindenfelser got to get it off. The dump inside, an easy bucket. Nearly a drop step dunk there by Bell. And a exclamation point finish on the night, or excuse me, in the quarter for Darius Bell. He gets a, I guess they're going to say he dunked it. That's why his guys are congratulating him like they are. Coach Corey Smith among them. And as I said, he's been a spark plug here, has Bell. And he ends his third quarter with a nice little slam. And extends the Cavaliers' lead to 47-21. Tough times right now for the Riverhawks. You know, sometimes you just got to go back to the drawing board. And that's going to be what the Riverhawks will have to do here. They'll have the holiday to do so. Yeah, the firewall here at Kiski area won't even let you go to the Post-Gazette website. The firewalls here, I'm just going to say this now, just ridiculous. I don't know why innocent sites like a website that does a scoreboard app and the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, one of the most notable, if not the most notable publication in the region, is blocked. I'm just a mere man. I don't know. I think that's troublesome. What sites are available? My frustration isn't evident, and you are not good at context clues. So the fourth quarter underway. The Riverhawks, luckily for them, get the ball to start this fourth quarter. They got to make something happen, try to find some moral victories at least in this game. There's a foul called. Cavaliers all kind of looking around at each other. It's Lindenfelser. He kind of nods to his teammates. Accompanying Lindenfelser out there right now, you have number 34, Angel Gonzalez. Bell still out there. You got Dalton Schneider, and I believe number 4, which is the one and the only Andrew Finney. Riverhawks just it's not able to get inside. Fouled. Good job there by Olson to go up and around, showing off his athleticism as he climbs the ladder and draws the foul against Bell. Number 3, Quinn Olson. It's only the first foul. Talk about playing a strong defensive game. Olson knocks down the first of 2. But I was saying Bell only has 1 foul, so just kind of shows you the lack of traffic as he takes a seat that you see in the paint for the Cavaliers. Olson able to knock down both free throws. Nice job there by Quinn Olson. He's up to 4 points in this game. (47-23), just over 7 minutes remaining in this section matchup. Class 5A, Section 2. Foul there is going to go against number 13 for the Cavs. Avon Shirley. There's a step back 3, gets it to go. What a nice looking shot there by Dalton Schneider, the junior 6'1" guard. A pretty looking stroke there, and nice drive, and that's what happens when you drive the basketball. The Riverhawks drawing some fouls now. I think that's going to go against Hutcherson Harris. It is indeed. He kind of looked over at Coach Corey Smith and said, that's 2. Knocking down the first there. Memphis Cypher. Cypher now up to, they actually don't have him on the scoreboard presently. Missing the second, and Riverhawks kind of splitting free throws on every trip now. Here's Lindenfelser. Deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh gets it over to Olson now, and the Riverhawks look to claw away at this 26-point deficit, but Olson loses the handle, somehow pushes it out to Krafik. Krafik puts it up, misses it, and there's Hutcherson Harris to climb the ladder and grab that board and limit the Hawks to just 1 attempt here. There's a hand check. Foul's going to go against the aforementioned Krafik, who took the shot on that last possession. Again, the scoreboard not updating here, so I don't know how many fouls that is for. Well, now now they're changing finally. Actually, nope. Graphic's number still not on the scoreboard. 26-point lead. A little baseline dribble there and trying to use his body to project himself back from that baseline. Kind of was behind the backboard. And sometimes you can get unlucky there and not get that call just because you're kind of putting yourself in that bad position and going baseline. Kind of like how you'll see when a player's kind of out of control driving the basket, and it'll maybe look like a charge. A block. A lot of times you'll get the charge if a guy's a little bit out of control. As Oliver re-enters for the Riverhawks along with Jordan. Out goes Young and Cypher. Free throw up and good. Nice trip to the line there by Landon Artman. There's Olsen with it, a little dump down. Jordan has it, going to get it back to Olsen. He's going to put it up quickly. Smart shot there by Quinn Olsen. Now his point total's climbing here ever so slightly. 26-52, your score. A three-point shot knocked down. The Cavaliers stroking it from three right now. That was number 15. Everybody getting in the act now. Luca Malaspina, the sophomore. 55-26 now. Holiday cannot come quick enough for the Riverhawks. The zone defense now from the Cavs. It's going to show them a different look. Another turn. Oh, Oliver somehow gets that one back. I don't know how. Here's Brumball with three. Front rim no good. Cavaliers box out well, and they get the rebound. It's Gonzalez to Gonzalez. Back to Gonzalez. And he's going to pull the three. He gets it. A little give and go from the Gonzalez boys. And that hot streak from range continues for the Cavaliers. They're up 58-26. Just a confident-looking bunch right now are the Cavaliers, and just pulling anything and everything. Here's Oliver, put the ball on the floor, but still somehow able to use that head fake to get the defenders off their feet and put it up off the glass and in. Here's another three. That one, heat check. And Brumball taken out in his attempt to push the basketball in Armstrong's direction. Clock will continue to roll despite the stoppage. 30-point game, that'll do it. That's usually what will happen. But Riverhawks just kind of battling here, trying to find their identity and try to find cohesion here. It's a group that, I've talked to Coach Cavo about it, and some parents, and these are young guys that played a lot of basketball together. That's common, obviously, in high school to play through the elementary program, the middle school program, or junior high programs, and eventually, you'll see these guys play in the varsity level as well. But you and I both know that over the years, guys will drop out and maybe specialize in a different sport, whatever the case may be. But a lot of guys here, according to Armstrong coaches and folk, that have been playing quite some time together. So I think that cohesion will certainly rear its ugly head to opponents here in 2026 as we turn the calendar. Graphics, second shot up and good. Another split from the free throw line. 3:50 remaining. Cavaliers getting a lot of guys in the rotation here today. Here's another three, well off, but it ends up being a nice pass as a result. Tegan Shirley, the recipient of that backboard off the glass pass. 60 points now. Just 29 for the Riverhawks. They had 14 through the first half. And another turnover. That's been the story of this. Nearly a carry there. But a lot of those here in the second half for the Riverhawks. The turnover starting to add up and quickly put an end to the Riverhawks' night. We hit the 3-minute mark. Long skip pass. Here's a three-point attempt in the corner. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Malaspina with another three. He's coming in, provided some nice minutes for the Riverhawks. That one's off the hands of Jordan, off his knees, and it gives the Cavaliers a chance in transition as Malaspina can't make it, but following up the shot because the Riverhawks are crashing the boards was number 24, Davion McNeil, and that will spell a timeout here from Kiski area. It's all Cavaliers, 65-29. A tough go here for the Riverhawks. The Cavaliers timeout, going to try to get some more substitutions in. Cavaliers, Coach Corey Smith doing a good job of getting some guys some minutes here, valuable minutes in a section game in December. And to create that rotation, and as I mentioned, a lot of these Corey Smith teams, you don't have that one necessary alpha dog. You have, kind of a collection of really good players that all can fill it up and be the leading scorer on any given night, and that's kind of the look of this team as well. But the Riverhawks, you don't know how much they're still battling injuries and things that, they had some illnesses, like some sickness, bugs going around a couple days ago, but some of those were injuries as well. I can see they're still without the help of, I haven't seen Greg Schultz in this game, for instance, the big 6'3" center off the bench. I haven't seen Carter Schotting. So, guys that are contributors still missing. $65-29. And thank you to our sponsors. Let's take an opportunity to show them again. Naser Foods, Steve and Kelly Colamarino. BLC Truck Equipment. Hartman's Armory. Smithco Self Storage. Viper Custom Creations. Duda Cable and Swank Construction. Also, I give a big thank you to our scoreboard sponsor up there, as you can see, at Ramsey's Place. Just a diligent sponsor of athletics here at Kiski area. They see the importance of showcasing these student athletes, and we certainly appreciate their support of the Kiski area basketball boosters and us here on High Top Sports Network. Some confusion down here. I'm not sure what happened. Now it's going to be Brumbaugh shooting. Administrative technical foul against Kiski area. I can honestly say I don't remember the last administrative technical foul, as Brumbaugh continues the trend of the Riverhawks going 50% pretty much every trip at the line right now. But luckily for them, maybe too little too late, they still get to keep the basketball. Graphic to inbound, who's joined by bunch of Riverhawks. They do have Olsen out now, it looks like. Give him a rest along with Young. Baseline, but a foul reach in there. 3 Cavaliers in the vicinity. I think this probably is going to go against number 15. If so, that's Luca Malaspina. Not sure though. We'll see here in a moment. Oh, nope, it's going to go against number 24. My apologies. That's Davion McNeil. That sends Kason Young to the free throw line. He knocks it down. The sophomore showed some really nice flashes a season ago. Stands at the line with one more free throw remaining. Misses it off the back iron. Again, the Riverhawks sticking right around that 30% mark, or excuse me, 50% mark from the free throw line. As we near the 140 mark, this one going to be front rim, no good, but another offensive rebound for the Cavaliers. McNeil kicks it in the corner. Their shot up and good. The Cavaliers have been doing a great job of catching and spotting up and making these threes. That time it was, once again, Luca Malaspina. He's up to 9 points. He's got 3 threes here in this second half. When it rains, it pours for the Riverhawks here. And Kiski area showing a big group of shooters here. There's some guys that you don't necessarily get to see as much of, like the likes of Luca Malaspina. Just a sophomore, so kind of still getting his varsity sea legs, I guess you could say, and a travel. No, we're going to say a block as Oliver's trying to drive left hand middle of the lane, and whistle sounds. So Oliver will head to the charity stripe 68-31 your score. All Kiski area here, and Riverhawks have scored more points in the second half, but just can't find consistent offense right now, as Oliver does indeed knock down the first free throw, looking to make it 2 for 2. He does. Nice job there by Oliver to right the ship and get the Riverhawks a 2 for 2 trip to the free throw line, something that does not happen tonight. 42 seconds left here in this boys Class 5A Section 2 matchup. Cavaliers snatch another win, it looks like, barring an absolute miracle. Heat check there on Malaspina. Nice rebound, offensive board, can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. The Cavaliers, even these substitutions are going heavy on the boards and getting some offensive rebounds. As Oliver spin dribble, hangs, bangs. Nice shot there by Jaden Oliver. Jaden Oliver now up to 11 points, the only Riverhawk in double figures, and that will end things. The last points for the Riverhawks. Jaden Oliver with a nice turnaround, but they do fall at the hands of the Kiski Cavaliers, 68-35 here on this. Is a Monday night, I believe, or no? It's a Tuesday. It's definitely Tuesday. Tuesday night in Western PA as we near the holiday season, and that. Hope that you and your loved ones are either together or planning to be together and have a joyous holiday. Maybe be the first or hopefully one of many to wish you a happy holidays and Merry Christmas. The Cavaliers taking care of business today. They pull off the 68-35 victory over the Riverhawks in the section matchup in Class 5A, Section 2. Both these teams are searching for a win, and certainly the Riverhawks could use a victory after some of their recent troubles in the court. Obviously 8 guys in their last game, and tonight not much better despite having some reinforcements, but I think brighter days ahead for both these clubs. Kiski showing kind of the same identity you see a lot of times from them. You know, a kind of a balanced scoring effort. And that certainly proved true in that second half, where some new names and faces that typically aren't out there got filled up, like Luca Malaspina. So that will wrap it up. Again, I want to thank our sponsors one more time here before we head on out. The sponsors are obviously why you guys get to watch this game wherever you may be. They are, of course, Nazer Foods, Stephen Kelly Colamarino, the BLC Truck Equipment Company, Artman's Armory, Smithco Self Storage, Viper Custom Creations, Swine Construction, and Duda Cable. We thank them for their support of both the Kiski area basketball boosters and us here at High Top Sports Network. We do greatly appreciate you, and folks, I urge you, if you're in the need of any of their goods or services, you seek them out first, because they're the reason you guys are watching this game wherever you may be. So that wraps it up. Thank you guys so much again. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you dealing with the some of the unfortunate difficulties, but I will make it a point to have it settled here in Kiski area and get some of these IT issues that persist. They affected us in football season. They're continuing now, and all we want to do here is be able to do our job. So I'll make sure that's addressed and taken care of. And next time we see you here at the Kiski area, we'll be sure to bring you the product you deserve, as we strive to do that each and every night. So one final time, my name is Joe Rhodes. You guys have a great rest of your week. Merry Christmas, and may no train pass you by. We'll see you.